السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. We are continuing from the Mamnu min al-Sarf. In the previous lesson, we just talked a little bit about it. In this lesson, we are going to look at something extensive of it. So actually, this lesson will be a quite long lesson, not necessarily long, but it will demand our attention a lot because we will explain a lot of things here. So please pay attention very well. Okay, intabihu jiddan, pay attention. So as you can see, we have mamnu min as-sarf here. Mamnu min as-sarf. And what happens is that if you can remember in the previous lesson, we said it doesn't take kesra. So it has two things. It doesn't take kesra and it doesn't take tanween. Okay, that is the two main rules of it. So what do you mean by it doesn't take kesra? Okay, it doesn't take kesra in the sense that we all know that, for example, I'm just giving an example. When a harf jar comes after a noun, we see that the noun will be majrur, right? Okay, and in this case, for the mamnu min as-sarf, it doesn't take the kesra. What happens is that it is only kesra that it doesn't take. It is not that it is mabni. If you can remember, we look at mabni nouns and mu'arrab, and we say the mabni nouns are nouns that are fixed, they doesn't change. It is not, mamnu min as-sarf is not a mabni. They change, just that it is kesra in particular that they don't take. I hope that is clear. They can be majrur, but the sign of the majrur won't be kesra. We said that in the previous lesson, so that was what we said. So instead of when a half a jar comes before it, instead of it taking kesra, it will rather take fatha. So it has an irregular pattern of the mu'arrab. It is a mu'arrab now, but it is irregular. It deviates from the normal form. So I hope that is clear. So that is one thing it doesn't take. It doesn't take kesra. So it rather takes fatha in a case that should have make it take kesra. That is majrur. So in a majrur case, it is what it is. Fatha. It is majrur bil fatha. We said majrur bil fatha. So as you can see here, masajidu is an example. Masajidu. I hope you can see masajidu. So what happens is that if a half of jar, you can see this fee is a half of jar. If the fee comes, we expect that the dhamma here would turn to kesra. But this is a masajidu is a mamnu min as-sarf. And so instead of taking kesra, it will rather take fatha. So this is what we said. Fi masajida. I hope that is clear. Fi masajida. So this is what will happen. I hope that is clear. Then the next thing we said was that it doesn't take tanween. So just look at this one. Masajidu. I hope you see. It is not masajidun. It doesn't take tanween. So masajidu, makatibu. Maktab is a table. Makatibu, tables. So you see, but we don't say makatibun. Okay. Ibrahimu. You see, Ibrahimu. You won't hear Ibrahimun. My name is Ibrahimun. No one sees that. But you rather say what? My name is Ibrahim. Okay. So those particular nouns that in the default form, they don't take what's the name? Tanween. They are mamnu min as-sarf. And also they don't take kesra. Okay. So that is the main part. Now let's look at the categories of nouns. Okay. The types of mamnu min as-sarf that we have. So please observe here. Right now, as you see, these are just random examples, but we are going to give a clue. Okay, there are some patterns when a word comes within that pattern, it is mamnu min as-sarf. So that's what we are going to look at. So please observe. Okay, I hope you can see here mamnu min as-sarf. Okay, so a word could be mamnu min as-sarf because of. So as you can see, this is just what we call anwa'u mamnu min as-sarf. The types of mamnu min, or the classifications of mamnu min as-sarf. Okay, so a word could be mamnu min as-sarf because of one. So we're going to have two reasons. A word could be mamnu min as-sarf because of one. Okay, one case, we are going to have two cases in which a word could be mamnu min as-sarf. So the first one is because it is having two combined reasons at a time. I hope that is clear. It could be mamnu min as-sarf if it meets these two conditions. One here, A and any of this, any of this. So when it has two combined reasons, we are looking at the first case. It could be mamnu min as-sarf. It now could be mamnu min as-sarf because it has two combined reasons at a time. So one is al-alam. The alam is the proper a proper noun. We all know what proper nouns are. Okay, a name of a person, a name of a country, a name of a place. All these are what mamnu was the name, proper nouns. Okay, so if it is alam, a proper noun, and also one of this. Okay, as you can see on one of the following. So this is constant. So this and one of this. Hope that is clear. This is a main one. So if it is this and any of this, okay, I hope that is clear. You understand what I said? I mean, okay. So that is what I'm saying here. So here, as you can see, so al-alam, it is a proper noun, and at the same time, one al-ajamiyatun. Okay, ajamun is al-ismu ajam is non-Arabic name. Okay, an Arab you know, when we say al-Arab, you know, that means just literal Arab name. Okay, so if you say Ismul Arab, it is an Arab name. But if you say Ismul Ajam, so Ajamiyun. Okay, so for example, Allah says in the Quran, okay, if Allah had sent the Quran on someone who is not an Arab, so in that particular context, Allah said, ولو نزلنا هذا القرآن لقالوا لولا أنزل هذا القرآن let me see أعجمي. You see أعجمي. That is the context there. That word comes there. Ajamiyun. So al-ajamiyun means non-Arab. I hope that is clear. Non-Arab. So that is what is here. Al-ajamiyatun, non-Arab. So first thing is that the name is a proper noun, and at the same time it is ajam name. Okay. So in that context, it is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. It is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. Okay. Example, Ibrahimu. It is not an Arab name. It gets coined into Arabic, but it is not initially. It is not an Arabic name. Okay. In the Quran, we have 25 prophets that have been mentioned by name in the prophet. Out of the 25, only 3. Okay, only 3 are pure Arabic names. Only 3. The first one is Muhammadun, followed by Salihun, Salih, Muhammad, Salih, and then Shu'aib. These 3 names are the only Arabic names in the Quran. Or out of the 25 prophets mentioned by name in the Quran, the rest, the remaining 22 names of prophets in the Quran specifically are not Arabic names. They get coined into Arabic. Okay, so Yaqub, Noah, Lut, Hud, okay, Musa, Isa, Harun, all these are not Arabic names. They are Ajam. Okay, they are Ajam. Okay. So if you see Ibrahimu, it is there. Okay. Harunu, you see Harunun. Harunu, it is a mamnu min as-sarf. Musa, it is mamnu min as-sarf. Isa, it is mamnu min as-sarf. Yaqubu, it is mamnu min as-sarf. I hope that is clear. Okay. So as I said, so that is Ajam. It is a proper noun and it is Ajam. It is not an Arabic name. So it is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. With the exception of Hud. nun, and lut. And these are three-letter words with harf illa in the middle. Okay, three-letter words. The exception is it could still in now could be alam, it could be alam, a proper noun, and ajam at the same time, but still it will not be mamnu min as-sarf. So that is the exception they mean here, and that is if it is a three-letter word. An ajam, that is a three-letter word with the middle having school. I hope that is clear. The middle letter is having school on it. It is going to be an exception. Okay, it is not going to be mamnu min as-sarf. So the clear example is lutun, nuhun, hudun. Okay, these are examples. Okay, I hope that is clear. So we go to the second part. Please pay attention very well. This part is it's a bit complex, so you have to pay attention very well. So as you can see here, the second one is al-alam and then ta'nis. It is a proper noun and it is ta'nis. It is feminine name. Okay, so a feminine name or a masculine name in a feminine form. How that is clear. So we have here, it is a proper noun and it is ta'nis, it is feminine name. So whether a feminine proper noun or a proper name or a masculine name in a feminine form, which is a proper noun. So let me give you an example. All the feminine names are mamnu min as-sarf. Why? A name is initially a proper noun. Okay, a name is initially proper noun, and so it is feminine again. It is ta'nis. So all feminine names are mamnu min as-sarf. So Fatimatu, Khadijatu. If you can remember previously in the first 10 lessons that we look at in the book 1, we got to a place where we saw all these feminine names and they were taking one vowel on the last letter, and I told you that was mamnu min as-sarf, but I said we are going to learn it later, and today that's what we are learning. So all feminine names will never take tanween on the last letter. So if you see Khadijatun, that is wrong. Any feminine name, Maryamu, it is not going to be Maryamun. So if you are a female and you are spelling your name with uh, two vowels on the last letter, ending with tun, two vowels on the last letter, that is wrong. That is not correct. Okay, because all feminine names are mamnu min as-sarf and they are not going to take tanween. So feminine or a masculine name in a feminine form. You could see a particular masculine name which resembles a feminine name. Example is Hamzatu. Okay, you see it is ending with ta marbuta, so it resembles a feminine name. So if a masculine name is also in this form, okay, it is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. So you will never see Hamzatun. You will always see Hamzatu. Okay, Hamzatu. So one listen, vowel on the last letter. Exception, there's an exception, meaning there are still some which could be proper noun and which could be tanis, but it won't be mamnu min as-sarf. So that's the exception that we are talking about here, and that is three-letter feminine name. Okay, just like here, three-letter feminine names with school in the middle. So Hindun. Okay, Hindun. So this is the name Abu Sufyan, his wife was using this name. That was the name of Abu Sufyan's wife, Hindun. Okay. So several, females or sisters use this name, Hindun. Her name is Hindu. So it is Hindun. So it is not mamnu min as-sarf, even though it is a feminine name, but it's not mamnu min as-sarf. Why? Three-letter words with the middle having school. Hope that is clear. Then the next thing we have is an alam, and then this Roman number 3. That is tarkibul musja. So please pay attention. Tarkibul musja. When we say tarkibul musja, it means a composite noun. Tarkibul musja, a composite name or composite noun. Okay. Example is, even in English we have composite nouns. Example is if I say what's the name? Toothbrush. You see, toothbrush. It is two words that are combined together to form one word. So that's a composite noun. Another example is keyboard. Key is a name of something. Board is also a name of something, but they combine it to form one word for something else. So that's a composite name. When two, I mean, nouns separately having meanings are combined for one meaning. You see. So example. So when something like that happens, if a proper noun is tarkibul musja, is a composite name, it is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. And that example of that is Bursaid. Okay, Bursaid. This is a name of a place in Egypt. Bursaid. Okay, so this Bur is a name on its own. Said is also a name on its own. This Bur means pot. It's just a spelling of pot. Okay, you say pot, P-O-R-T, pot. So Said is just a name of someone. So pot, Said. Okay, Bur Said, Arabization, because it's in Arabic, Bur Said. So this is a composite name, and it is mamnu min as-sarf. So composite nouns in Arabic, they are mamnu min as-sarf if they are used for a proper noun, if they are used for a name of a place or something. Okay, if they are used as proper nouns, they are going to be mamnu min as-sarf. So we have the fourth one. So there's a combination, as we said, two combined reasons. An alam is constant and any one of this. Okay, so when a proper noun is now the fourth one here. Al intihau bi alif wa nun. Al intihau bi alif wa nun. If it ends with alif and nun, if a proper noun ends with alif wa nun, al intihau bi alif wa nun, the name ends with alif and nun. Example, Hamdanu. It is a proper noun in the first place. Then the second reason is it ends with alif wa nun. So Hamdanu, Usmanu, they are mamnu'un min as-sarf. I hope that is clear. They are mamnu'un min as-sarf. So here no exception. So all names, proper nouns that ends with alif wa nun, they are mamnu'un min as-sarf in Arabic language. Okay. Then the last one. An alam, a proper noun, ala wazn fi'l, which is on the pattern of a verb. So here it will be a little bit confusing because we haven't done verbs. I know that we haven't done verbs, but what happens is that this chart is a little bit complex. Unless if you finish the chart, you have to go over it, okay, another time or a third time for you to fully understand it. Okay, because it's a little bit complex. Okay, this is not the only page. Okay, so ala wasn't fair on the pattern of verbs. So we haven't done verbs, but let me just mention something very easy and very simple so that you understand. And now that has a pattern of a verb, meaning you see Ahmadu, you see Hamd in itself, or Ahmadu, it can be used as a verb. Ahmadullah. Okay, or even if you look at the root letters, Hamida, okay, Ha, Mim, and Dal, okay. So for example, Sami Allahu liman Hamida. So in that now, it resembles a verb, okay. Mushabbahatun bi fi'l, it resembles a verb, and it could be used as a verb also. So like here to Ashrafu, okay, Ashrafu. Sharaf is, or Ashrafa is a verb. Okay, Ashrafa Yushrifu is a verb. Okay, so but because we haven't done verbs, as I said, it won't be very clear. But as I just said, they are going to be mamnu min as-sarf. Okay, then we look at here. So this was A. Okay, A and any of this. So an alam and any of these Roman numbers, okay, is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. We are still continuing. So now we come to B. This is just a continuation. So we are going to look at this is a continuation, meaning B and any of this Roman numeral is also mamnu min as-sarf. Okay. So We are continuing. A sifa and one of the following. So here we look at an alam, a proper noun, and a proper noun which is at the same time one of the following is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. And here too, a sifa which is also one of the following is going to be. We are still looking at this heading, two combined reasons. Okay, and that is here B, a sifa and one of the following. So two, just like we did here. Let me mark it for you. This is a constant. Okay, the B is a constant. So now the B and one of this following, the B and one of the following here, this one, or this, or this. I hope that is clear. So this one is the constant one. This one is a constant, but match with any of this is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. I hope that is clear. Okay. So please, let's look at it. Okay. So we have a sifa in one of the following. A sifa in one of the following. We all know what we mean by a sifa. We look at sifa. Okay, a sifa is like a character or a quality. For example, an adjective. An adjective gives a quality or description of something. So that's what we mean by a sifa. Okay. Okay. So when it is a sifa and it is at the same time one of the following. So tantahi bi alif wa nun. I hope that is clear. Ending with alif wa nun. And then with here we looked here, there was similar thing. Intaha. Intiha will be alif wa nun. Ending with alif wa nun. But it was a proper noun. Okay, ending with alif wa nun. So for example, hamdan. It is not a sifa, it is not a description or an adjective, but rather it is what? It is a noun. So it was a noun, but ending with alif wa nun. But here is different. Here we're looking at sifa. Sifa that is ending with alif wa nun. It is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. So for example, atoshanu. Okay, atoshanu. Okay, atoshanu. Taste, tasty. Okay, so if I say ana atoshanu, I am tasty. So this is a sifa. Okay, taste is a sifa, is a quality. So then the next thing is a sifa that is ala wazni af'ala wa mu'annathuha or wa mu'an. A sifa ala wazni af'ala wa mu'annathuha fa'la'u. Fa'la'u being the feminine. Here again, it is a little bit. The thing is that we haven't done verbs. Okay, but as I just said, if it is having this form, this pattern, okay, just like here, the same thing is happening. Here we said if it is a noun, so Ashrafu, it is a noun, name of someone, Ashraf. You see, some people use it as the name. It is name given to some people, and at the same time, it is a verb. But here, if what we are mentioning is a sifa, but it is also similar to a verb, that's what we simply mean. A sifa that is on the pattern of a verb. Example is ahmaru. Ahmaru means red. Okay, so say kalamun ahmaru, a red pen. Kalamun ahmaru, a red pen. So ahmaru means red. But what happens is that it is a sifa, it is red pen. The red is a description, is a quality or a description of the pen. I hope that is clear, but it is on a pattern of a verb. How is it on a pattern of a verb? Let me write it for you when you see. You can see here, af'ala. I hope you can see. The first one is having what? Fatha. See here. This part is having fatha. The second one is having what? Sukun. This one is having what? Sukun. The second one is having what? Fatha. This one is having what? Fatha. The last one is what? Ala wazni af'alu. Okay. Here should be Dhamma. Haza khata'un. It's a typing mistake. So this is like here. Okay, here is not. Okay, here is not mentioned. So this is ala waznu af'alu. Okay, so here is dhamma. Here is also dhamma. I hope that is clear. So that is what we mean by it is on a pattern of a particular verb. There are verbs that use this pattern. Okay. Okay. So ala wazn af'al wa mu'annasuha fa'ala. And its feminine form is fa'ala. The feminine form of ahmar. So you know ahmar is red pen. Red but used for masculine. Okay, so for example, if I'm saying a red pen, kalamun ahmar. But if I'm saying a red bag, hakibatun is feminine. So I'll say hakibatun hamra'u. I won't say hakibatun ahmaru. This is used for masculine, and this is used for feminine. So ahmaru means red. Hamra'u also means red. But ahmaru is for masculine, hamra'u is for feminine. Aswadu is the same thing. Aswadu is black. But sauda'u is for black. It's also black, but used for feminine. Of that is clear. Abiyadu is white. Bayda'u is white again, but for feminine. Okay. Asfaru is yellow. Sofra'u is yellow, but for feminine. I hope that is clear. So that is what happens. We will look at the colors, yes, in shortly, inshallah. In this lesson. So, but if you finish explaining in this test. So the last one is if it is a sifa and it is ala wasn't for Allah. Okay, or ala wasn't for al. And there's only one example, ukhar. So when you just see this word, this one, it doesn't need you to know anything. When you just see this word, ukhar, it is mamnu solve. That's the only thing. It's mamnu solve. Okay, so please, I know especially the part that has the verbs, it will be a little bit confusing. But as far as we go further, inshallah, it will become very clear for you. But in totality, this chart, after here, you have to go by it, inshallah, it will become very easy. Okay. So this is the other part. Okay, this is the other part. As you can see here. All what we saw here, if you can observe, we said we were dealing with two reasons, two combined reasons at a time. It is alam and one of this, or it is a sifa and one of this. But here we are coming to look at only one reason. Okay, so a word being mamnu min as-sarf because of only one reason. I hope that is clear. And that reason is going to be one of this. If it is just one of this, if a word is just fall within one of these qualities, it is mamnu min as-sarf totally. I hope that is clear. So the first one is al-ismul maksur. Al-ismul maksur. What do you mean by ismul maksur? A noun that ends with alif. Okay, a noun that ends with alif is called ismul maksur. So example is dunya, mardo, kubra, okay, musa. You see, they are ending with alif. So as for them, they have only one reason. If a noun is just ism maksur, it is mamnu min as-sarf. Okay, a noun that is ending with alif, it is mamnu min as-sarf. Okay, but we have to be very careful. The three letters before the alif has meaning, should have meaning. Okay, so here danu, marat, without the alif. Okay, this could have a lot of meanings depending on how you want it. If you want it on a verb form, okay, or you want it on a noun form. So here, the three letters before the alif, here, they should have meaning. Okay, they should have meaning. Okay. So here, the next one is al-ismul mamdud. Ismul mamdud. The ismul mamdud is simple nouns with alif as the second last letter. Okay, that's what we mean by an. Followed by hamza as the last letter. So they are ending with this alif and then hamza. Alif and then hamza. That's what term as an ismul mamdud. Now that ends with alif and hamza at the end. It's called al-ism mamnu. Example is sahra'u, the desert. Hasna'u, okay, something to be good or something that is good. Even if you didn't give this one kesra, I'm saying kesra, school. I'm saying school, yeah. Uh, Dhamma, it will make meaning. Okay. So husna'u. Husna. Okay. So again, the three letter words before it should have meaning as well. Okay. So the third, the last one is as-sifatu muntaha al-jumu'. Okay, sifatu muntaha al-jumu'. And this refers to plurals of sifatu muntaha al-jumu'. They could be two categories. Two letter words after an alif. And now, these are only plurals. So these are plurals that are mamnu min as-sarf. Yes, talking about plural. You can see the jumu'. So the first one is two letters after an alif, mad. So this refers to plurals with two letters after an alif. So like here, masajidu, masajidu. You can see that there's a mat here. There's a mat here. Let me change the color. After the alif here, you have two letters. And the same thing here, after an alif, you have two letters. So this is talking about plurals, okay, jumu, okay, allati tantahi or allati tantahu bi alif that ends with an alif, okay, and two harf. They are having an alif followed by two harf at the end. Masajidu, makatibu, madarisu, fanadiku. You see, that pattern of plural verbs, I'm saying plural verbs, plural nouns are mamnu'un min as-sarf. I hope that is clear. Okay. Don't have the last one. Three letters after an alif with the middle letter having school. Mafatihu. You see, mafatihu. They are ending with three letters after an alif. Here it was just two letters after an alif. Masajidu, makatibu, madarisu, fanadiku. You see, but here, after the alif, there are three letters. Here's the alif. And after the letters, there are, sorry, this is the alif. And after the alif, there are three letters. And the middle of the three letters is having school. Okay. So one, there is alif, followed by three letters. And the middle of those three letters is having school. Mafatihu. That's the example. So it is also mamnu min as-sarf. It is mamnu min as-sarf. So these are the categories of mamnu min as-sarf that we have. As I said, this lesson is a little bit complex, so you have to go over it, okay, and then several times so that at least one or two more times you can read again or you can replay again so that it will become very easy for you and very understandable, inshallah. So these are the categories that we have. Okay, let me just go over it. We have two combinations, two combined reasons. So it could be mamnu min as-sarf because of it has two reasons, or it could be mamnu min as-sarf because it is only one reason. Okay, so those with the two conditions are a proper noun, a noun that is a proper noun. So a name of a place or a name of a person, but at the same time it is ajam. It is not an Arabic name. It is not an Arabic name. So if you go and have a name like what's the name? A name like let me give you an example. Like, we have Yusuf, but if you say Joseph, it is not an Arabic name. So if it is spelled in Arabic, it is going to be mamnu min as-sarf. It is not an Arabic name. It is not known in Arabic. So names that are not Arabic names, they are proper nouns, all right? But at the same time, they are ajam. They are non-Arabic names. So they are going to be what? Mamnu min as-sarf. Okay. And I said in the Quran, we have, let me bring this up. In the Quran, we have 25 prophets. Out of the prophets' names that are mentioned, by name, 25 of them. But out of the 25, only 3 are pure Arab. The rest are not Arabic names. They are not Arabic names. So that's why you see them. Ibrahimu, it has only one. It is Mamnu min as-sarf. Musa is Mamnu min as-sarf. Isa is Mamnu min as-sarf. Shuaib is Mamnu min as-sarf. Okay. Harun is Mamnu min as-sarf. So all these, as I said, the only 3 that are pure Arab is Muhammad, Shuaib, and then Saleh. They are Mamnu min as-sarf. Okay. And we said there was an exception, that is Lut, Nuh, and then Hud. Even though they are not from the 3, they are not Arabic words or not Arabic names, but they are not Mamnu min as-sarf because 3 letters with harf al-illa in the middle. Harf al-illa is the waw, the ya, and then the alif. The letters of mad. Alif, ya, and then waw in the middle. School, half school. Then we have when it is alam and when it is ta'nis. It is a proper noun and at the same time it is feminine name. Okay, so all feminine names are mamnu min as-sarf. They are proper nouns and at the same time they are feminine names. Or a masculine name that resembles a feminine name. Okay, so that example I give you, Hamza. Hamza too. It is having Kamabuta, so it resembles a feminine name. Okay, and it is a proper noun. Hamza is a proper noun and it is ta'nis. Okay, so it is mamnu min as-sarf. Then we look at the fourth one, the third one, at-tarkib al-muzja, a proper noun that is at the same time a composite name. So a name of a place or a name of a person that is combined. So for example, you have what's the name? Let me give you an example. Like this one, Bursaid. Okay, Bursaid. Bursaid is Port Said. If you check, you see it. It's a name of a place in Egypt. Okay, it's a name of a place in Egypt, and it is 2 composite names. Hey, I'm saying 2 composite. It is a composite name because made up of 2 words, but meaning one. So just like you have carbon dioxide. Carbon is one word. Dioxide is also another word. But carbon dioxide is used for one thing. So the similar thing when something like that is there, and it is a proper noun, it is mamnu min as-sarf. And we have the fourth one, a proper noun that is at the same time al-intihau bi alif wa nun, that ends with alif and nun, like Hamdanu, Usmanu. So proper nouns, names of place or names of human beings that end with alif wa nun, they are mamnu min as-sarf. And then we also have ala wazn fa'il, proper nouns that are ala wazn fa'il, a noun that has a pattern of a verb. Example is the ashrafu, the ahmadu. Okay, now we look at a continuation of it, but here was A, so now B, not alam, not names again, not proper nouns. Now a sifa. Okay, a sifa and one of the following, a sifa that ends with alif wa nun, and example was atshanu. Okay, atshanu. And then a sifa that is ala wazn af'ala wa mu'annasuha fa'ala. A sifa that is on a pattern of af'ala and its feminine is fa'ala. Here is, because we haven't done fa'ala, we haven't done af'ala, we haven't done all these patterns, but later on they will come. But now just bear in mind that there is a pattern like this, and if a sifa comes on that pattern, it is mamnu min as-sarf. Okay, and the last one is ukhar, ala wazn fu'al. There's only one word, ukhar. So there's no need to know this if you just know this example, because it is the only one there. Okay, so ukhar is not there. So it comes in the Quran, for example, Allah says wa ukharu mutashabihat. Okay, ukharu mutashabihat. Okay, yes. So the next one, we'll look at only one example, al-ism maksur, a noun that ends with alif, whether alif mamduda or alif maksura. A noun that ends with ism maksur, it is mamnu min as-sarf. Then also look at an ism mamduda, okay, and a noun that is mamdud. When we say a noun is mamdud, an ism mamdud, meaning it has alif wa hamza at the end. So like sahra'u means the desert. Okay, hasna'u means something that is good. Okay, and then we look at the last one, asifatul muntaha al-jumu', And we said the sifatul muntaha al-jumu, it is the plural. So you can see jumu. Jumu means it's the plural of jam. Jam'u means plural. Jumu means plurals. Okay, plurals with s on the last. So you see plurals. So when we say that sifatul muntaha al-jumu, okay, ending with two letters after the half, so it is always going to have alif with either two letters at the end or three letters at the end. So if it is two letters, masajidu, madarisu, makatibu, fanadiku, you see. But three letters, it could also be three letters after the alif with the middle half school, mafatihu. So that's just a brief summary of what we have looked at here. Okay. Alhamdulillah, let's pause here and then inshallah we'll read from the book in the next lesson. We'll read from the book, inshallah. We just have to explain this part, and in the next lesson we'll look at the practical aspect. Okay, so if there's any question, please draw our attention. We'll clarify it for you. Jazakallahu khairan wa barakallahu li wa lakum fi Qur'an al-Hakim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayati wa zikr al-hakim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.